It's your boy Valley B, aka the OLED Advocate, aka the PS5 Pro, and according to some of you, Drewski? Big fan of him. That's cool. I'll rock with it. Today I have a couple things to address. Something tells me that I'll be going on a tangential tirade semi-regularly. With that said, welcome to what I call the Freeflow Chronicles Episode 1. And of course, I'd love for you to subscribe and become part of our community. Let's start flowing. Apparently, I got into a little controversy with the Hisense and TCL community and a bit of the anti-PS5 folks. My intentions is to address the right people with what I'm about to say. My disclaimer is simply, if it don't apply, let it fly. There's a category of people who do not take kindly to me disrupting the normal pattern that we as a society deem logical. Logically, getting value-driven product is great consumer etiquette, and it is how we've been conditioned. As consumers, we want the most while paying the least, and capitalism obliged with this sentiment by nature, allowing companies to compete in price, value, and reliability. TCL and Hisense have become much bigger and trusted name because of their commitment to value and quality, especially with their flagship television. So much so that the big three have recently been creating this mid-range, high-range hybrid like the Samsung S90C, the LG C4, and the Sony Bravia 8 OLED, competing for mid-range dominance. Please hear me when I say this to you. You are a wise consumer if you have purchased the Hisense U8H. You again are a wise consumer if you get the TCL's QM8. And let me be the first to say, your TV looks splendid. It'll play your PS5 Pro with full VRR and ALLM capabilities at a compelling price point. You win. Objection! With that said, this is YouTube. There are videos that will cater to you getting the best bang for your buck on TVs via a title like Hisense U8H rivals $2,600 Sony A95K TV with phrases like "it's a steal" echoed throughout, which is true for most viewers. So if we shift over, how about these countless fanboys around the clock with their PS5 Pro suck videos with that one popular talking point that it's the same GPU as the base and you should stick with the old PS5 or get a $700 PC. Sony is robbing y'all too stupid to notice. A lot of you haters have it pre-ordered, but that's besides the point. Then there's video like mine that says get the PS5 Pro. Do it. Why the heck not? It's your favorite thing to do, right? After a hard day. I understand you're not a PC person and you're trying to choose between performance and graphics fidelity, so get it. Do it both. Since you care about gaming on the best console possible, here's some high quality TVs that I think has the best picture quality that will bring out the most out of your best console. Emphasis on the best. Not every video is for you. Some of you brokies have a way of trying to conform all of YouTube to your views and liking by thinking your voice matters more than it actually does in the comments. Here's a typical brokie comment. He's a insert offensive term and doesn't know what the F he's talking about. Well, I have insert budget value television, and it's just as good and all. Don't listen to him. People like him make modern gaming accessible. Who cares about the right TV? Just game on. Nah, nigga, you game on. You game on your insignia, not us. We want better. Sorry, get a little passionate. The color just comes right out of me. Please note, brokie to me is a mindset in which you feel the need to convince strangers on the internet to downgrade their way of spending. Hey, Mr. Brokie, does it ever occur to you that some people got it like that? Does it ever occur to you that some people want to pick up extra work hours and or DoorDash shift, Uber shift, you name it, extra money on the side to get the things that they love, while you're on YouTube comments on your third paragraph on why the PS5 Pro sucks? Shout out to my hustlers who's busting their tail to get the things they actually want. No compromises. By legal means, of course. Notice that there's some areas in life where people are okay to make financial compromises and some where they don't. For example, I have a TCL television from 2017. I happily bought it. It is currently in my bedroom till this day with no intentions of upgrading. No, I'm not filming it. Boundaries, people. Ask me what my favorite clothing brand is. Old Navy. In most areas in my life, I'm basic. If we're talking about the young black community standards of clothing, I'm below basic. I just bought Skechers for the first time. Them slip-on joints, 2 words, foot therapy. Y'all are missing out. My journey on becoming the OLED advocate started when I wanted to buy something of quality for my living room, as I like to have people over. Here's a quick jewel. If your house is awesome, they come to you. Anyway, after severe research, I bought the Samsung S95B, and I even made my wife a believer in quality after being initially skeptical. Movie theater were a thing of the past, as we can legitimately say we have a movie theater at home till Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm sure you guessed what happened when I needed to choose a TV for my personal room, knowing what I know of high tier quality and how my games would look and play. By the time I saved enough money, the TV I wanted came out with a better version. How convenient. I then went on to purchase the S95C and never looked back. My investment in QD OLED will forever be my biggest lesson in you get what you pay for. Thus, an OLED fanboy was born. Going back to several days ago, I made a video solely dedicated to my favorite kind of TVs that I believe will elevate the PS5 Pro to its fullest potential. And you brokies were surprised and even outraged at my biases. I wonder what gave it away. My troll baiting thumbnail when I didn't allow TCL in the club? The fact that in the first 20 seconds, I denounced all value budget TVs and told you I'm focusing on the big dogs? How about in the next 40 seconds where I gave you the quickest tour around my house and proceed to tell you I am QD OLED up? Oh, you're still engaged in my content, Mr. Brokie. How about when I looked you dead in your freaking eyes and said that QD OLED and WOLED is a non-negotiable when looking for television? The fact is, you know that in the first 20 seconds that my previous video was not for you. Then what the heck did you do? Whine in those comments like those so-called modern women you guys like talking about so much. Y'all the same type of folks that click on these podcast clips called whiny B-word only cares about money, then rages out in the comment section at, you guessed it, the whiny B in the video claiming she only cares about money. Fortunately, I'm talking to a minority of the individuals. Majority of you who disagree with me were pleasant and even hit me with the, nah, I'm good, love. I got my older model that's treating me right, or I got my Hisense and TCL and I'm loving it. And all I have to say is rock out, enjoy. Just make sure you have VRR and ALLM, no compromises. Some of y'all said you own the older Samsung models, the S95B and the C models, and don't plan on changing it anytime soon. I fall in that category. Some of y'all are loving the LG C1 or C2 or C3 and are more than happy. Some of y'all even have the QN90D, which is a higher tier than the OLEDs in my previous video. There is nothing wrong with flooding the comment box and shouting out your TV. However, you brokies are different. Y'all in the comment section spewing shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be... Wait, I'm a gaming channel. I almost stepped outside. Shout out to the Godfather. So we're going to transition here a little bit because believe it or not, I used to be a teacher. So I am the biggest believer in changed behavior and redemption. And I would like to formally attempt a pep talk. Have a seat. Let's start fresh. First and foremost, you are not a brokie. You just approach life differently. And the truth is, I'm just trying to make it in these YouTube streets using my wits, charisma, authentic humor, which consists to a degree of trolling. However, let me share what little wisdom I have in 3 words. Be self-aware. Be self-aware. Know what you want and don't want. Accept what you have and don't have. You see a PS5 Pro, you conclude it's not for you, then no need to wish for its downfall or watch a whole bunch of videos or content relating to it and raging out. My content included, don't watch it. Unless you secretly like the Pro, there's a place for you in my channel where we like to keep it real. It's okay to admit something you can't afford at the moment. I did it in the first 25 seconds of my PS5 video. Get this, I'm self-aware enough to even ask for donations towards my PS5 Pro piggy bank in the description. And I'm gonna put it in, I'm putting it in this video and in the video moving forward. I'm basically working 2 jobs. One of them is pro bono for now. And lastly, to, you know, my TV folks who are offended, you made a purchase. Be confident in that TV purchase. Better yet, be self-aware. The smart people are the TCL users who saw my trolling thumbnail and said no, or said to themselves, they don't like my opinion and they go ahead and get a second one. Because Lord knows I'm not the only one on YouTube promoting TVs. The main point of my appeal to you is why spend the limited time you have in this world on things you claim you don't want in life. You say you hate these things, but your actions prove otherwise. You say to yourself that I'm proud of my TV purchase on one hand, then on the other hand, you're jumping at people's throats when they have different preferences, especially if it's above what you paid for. Are you really being honest with yourself when you're saying you're proud of your purchase? In other words, are you being self-aware? Here's another unrelated caveat, completely separate to this. Stay off these podcasts that features opinions of people you want nothing to do with in life, man or woman. That's all I'm gonna say. We don't need to dive in deep on that. There is power in walking towards what you want and staying away from things you don't. To my viewers, regardless of gender, I want to see you win. I personally love what's going on with Concord and Dustborn not selling a lick, because it's basically a majority of gamers that's saying it's not for me and they're walking away from it. Like, if these games suck, don't buy it, you know? I know people are covering news and sharing their opinions. I know some people are passionate. Leave that for some people. Don't buy it. Be self-aware. That game ain't for me. There's nothing I need to say or do about it, okay? Done with the soapbox segment. Moving on. Guys, I told you I'm free-flowing. I'm jumping on, you know, pause, everything, bro. Like, jumping on all topics, like, no segues. Moving on to some reflections. I know that a good question is, like, would I do things a little bit differently in my last video to perhaps avoid controversy? For the most part, no. Some of the things I would have changed is mentioning the older models more. So I know in that video I could come off, buy the new one and only new one, throw away. If you bought it last year, throw it away. You know, I think I could have communicated that I have the S95C. I have no desire to buy the, you know, the D model. The D's not, no. Always tempted to do that. I do want to promote the best, and I know my video ain't for everyone. That's the whole gist of it. Yeah, I should have mentioned the older models more. I'm mentioning it now. I'm officially mentioning it now. Just make pretend like you could cut this clip and put in the video or something like that. You know, please, in addition to those 5 top videos of the newest ones, I'm mentioning it now. Please get the Samsung S95B through D models. Get the LG C1 through 4 or the G1 through 4. You know, the Sony A95J. I will say this confidently, I am an OLED advocate, so I have nothing but OLEDs to recommend. Perhaps I could see a better way in the future, but I'm an OLED guy and my moniker is to keep it real. I'm a former TCL consumer, never bought a Hisense, so as we say it now, I am currently not a TCL or Hisense consumer, but I acknowledge the value, especially with the latest models. And to make it up to you, for those of you who started out with Outrage, perhaps we did start off fresh. When I say we did, let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see like a low to mid-range list of PS5 Pro recommendations. I can do the research. I don't need to own TVs to research them. Like I did it with the last 5, I could do it with this 5. I don't need to care about views, engagement, all that stuff. It'll be a passion project of good faith. I just need to see enough of that in the comments if you guys like that stuff. Free flowing on to holy crap, my channel blew up. I just want to reply to that real quick. I sincerely appreciate your outpouring of support. A lot of y'all, like, didn't even need to make comments. You saw what I was talking about. Some of you left great comments, encouraging comments, and some of you just liked and subbed, and I appreciate that too. You like what I'm saying. You're giving me the support. Yeah, honestly, I sincerely thank you for trusting me with your viewership, and I promise I won't take it for granted. I know who my people are. I got y'all. I got y'all with the PS5 Pro videos. I know my stuff started blowing up when I was discussing that, so we're gonna have some conversations with that, man. I saw a couple requests to cover monitors. I appreciate you guys trusting me to look at some monitors and do some research. You know, you guys are throwing me back into the fire. Let's do it. Stay tuned for that. Please note, I do plan on covering things in the gaming industry and making great discussions out of them. If we're talking channel purpose and channel intention and direction, I'm still trying to find that perfect mission statement or anything like that. So far, I'm trying to be the Auburn preacher game. Like, I want to have discussions. I want to be as unbiased as possible. Like, give my opinions. I want to be a trusted source to facilitate discussions in my channel. Damn, that was a good one. Yeah. Furthermore, if we're talking about the long-term plans for my channel, I would want nothing more than to do this for a living and be of service to you, the viewer, while promoting a channel that discusses the nuances of gaming. Everything, including the games industry, culture, to news, to coverage, reveals, and the surrounding tech, hence TVs and consoles, which seems to be the current saga that I'm in right now. Let's transition on a little bit. Here's a bit of my background in IRL. I got my undergrad in secondary education. I was a high school English teacher for 5 years. After administration took the passion out of me, I decided that I wanted to work for smarter people with whom I had greater respect with. So I got into the IT industry and worked my way up to an IT systems admin, which is currently what I'm doing right now. The thing is, I'm a teacher at heart, and one of my favorite things to do in the classroom was really having discussions on themes, periodical segments, settings and culture, how it influences the author's approach. Authors like Shakespeare, Shelley, Orwell, Chaucer, kind of missed it. Definitely was a British literature teacher for the most part. Going into the IT, right now, I'm a little too good at it. It gives me a lot of time to think. And in that time, I concluded I lacked the creative outlet that teaching used to fulfill in me. So with the editing skills I gained from helping my church during the pandemic, I decided to take a stab at YouTube because I just wanted to share my love of tech with people and notes that like these things can really just enhance the quality of life, especially for homebodies such as myself, preferable homebodies. This world sucks. I don't even know. You could even see in my first video that the channel leaned more toward a tech channel, especially when I did the introduction and stuff like that. By the second video, I decided that gaming coverage would better suit me and allow me to have more range in my content. Initially, I was like, yo, I'm giving it 6 months, 24 weeks with the mindset that I will suck, but I will strive to get better, pause, and get lucky with 50 subs, like while I'm just practicing and clawing my way up. And then problem is I'm on week 3, video 6 with over 200 subscribers. This blows my mind out of the water. So your sub and support taught me a lesson that I'm probably learning for the first time in my life. Success waits for no one. And I want to let you guys know personally, I am ready for this challenge to give you quality content to grow this channel exponentially bigger. I've been watching my last 2 videos over and over to find out what I did well to keep on doing it. And so far, I'd say my takes are bold enough. Thumbnail game, not bad, definitely trolly, but it's show business. Yeah, speaking of trolling, I have troll tendencies, which makes for good entertainment. Definitely informative. You know, help me out. Don't need to be greasing my back, whatever. Like, just want to know what I'm doing well. Keep on doing it. If I'm doing something bad, let me know too. Let's end on this note. I will strive. I will continue my path on giving great content and interacting with y'all in the comments, which I love doing. Anyway, guys, thank you for following me on my Freeflow Chronicles. I was definitely loose around the end. Still trying to practice that. For those who keep up with all my videos through the end, you guys know, trying to get better at just talking to you guys directly. Thank you so much. I do not want to fail you. I will see you in the next video. Have a good day.